The President of the European Council, Donald Tusk, is likely to support Theresa May's bid to harden the European Union's position on whether Russia was responsible for the nerve agent attack in Salisbury that left a Russian double agent and his daughter both in a critical condition, a senior diplomat from a major EU country told BuzzFeed News. May is expected to tell EU leaders over dinner on Thursday that the attack on Sergei Skripal on March 4 was an indiscriminate and reckless act against the United Kingdom amounting to attempted murder using an illegal chemical weapon that we know Russia possesses. The Prime Minister will warn that Russia is a threat to the EU that will last for years to come. She will be hoping to rally support for the toughest possible set of words, and in Tusk she is likely to find an ally. But it won't be straightforward. Arriving in Brussels for this week's European Council, May told reporters, "What I will be talking about today is not just what happened on the streets of Salisbury but the fact that we do see this as part of a pattern of Russian aggression against Europe and its near neighbors, as I said, from the Western Balkans to the Middle East. This is a subject we have discussed before and I look forward to further discussions with my European colleagues and I'm grateful for the solidarity and support they have shown the United Kingdom." EU leaders are set to condemn the attack in the strongest possible terms and to stand in unqualified solidarity with the United Kingdom. However, the meeting's draft conclusions, which will form the starting point of Thursday's discussions, fall short of directly attributing the attack to Russia. The text, obtained by BuzzFeed News, reads: "The European Council condemns in the strongest possible terms the recent attack in Salisbury, expresses its deepest sympathies to all whose lives have been threatened and lends its support to the ongoing investigation. It takes extremely seriously the United Kingdom government's assessment that it is highly likely that the Russian Federation is responsible. We stand in unqualified solidarity with the United Kingdom in the face of this grave challenge to our shared security. The use of chemical weapons, including the use of any toxic chemicals as weapons under any circumstances, is completely unacceptable, must be systematically and rigorously condemned and constitutes a security threat to us all. Member states will coordinate on the consequences to be drawn in the light of the answers provided by the Russian authorities. The European Union will remain closely focused on this issue and its implications." The draft wording does not go as far as a statement issued last week by the leaders of France, Germany, the US, and the UK, which blamed Moscow for the attack. But it is tougher than what was agreed by the EU's foreign ministers on Monday. On that occasion, the Greek foreign minister, Nikos Kotzias, blocked attempts to beef up the text, an EU diplomat told BuzzFeed News. The same official also noted that Austria's foreign minister, Karen Neissl, whose appointment was championed by the far-right FPO party, also questioned whether attribution had been clearly established. The FPO has a partnership agreement with Vladimir Putin's United Russia Party. The European diplomat and a second source separately described Kotzias as an interesting character. According to a report in the Financial Times, the Germany-educated minister once co-authored a propaganda book with an agent of the Stasi, the intelligence agency in former East Germany. Greek diplomats have denied that they blocked attempts to strengthen the language adopted. BuzzFeed News understands that British authorities have shared intelligence about the Salisbury attack with at least some of the UK's closest allies, and that these governments share the UK's assessment that it is highly likely that Russia is culpable. Meanwhile, other governments, including Hungary, are happy with the latest version of the text, and pushing them further could prove a step too far. Finding a statement that is agreeable to all 28 will not be easy, the European diplomat said. Still, the same diplomat added that if Tusk were to propose a stronger text, it might be agreed upon because Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras and Austrian Conservative Chancellor Sebastian Kurz could take a different view from their respective ministers. However, any attempt by Tusk to sway the debate in May's favour could prove tricky because the role of the President of the European Council is to navigate between different governments' views. It won't be easy. He has to be seen to moderate the discussion, an EU official told BuzzFeed News. The official added, however, he is not the type to shy away from letting his views be known. On Wednesday, Tusk let it be known that he had not congratulated Putin on his reappointment. The EU's leaders are also expected to call on the bloc to strengthen its resilience to attacks. The draft conclusions go on to say, against this background, the European Union must strengthen its resilience to chemical, biological, radiological and nuclear-related risks, including through closer cooperation between the European Union and its member states as well as NATO. The European Union and its member states should also continue to bolster their capabilities to address hybrid threats, including in the areas of cyber, strategic communication and counterintelligence. The European Council invites the European Commission and the High Representative to take this work forward and report on progress by the June European Council. Like and share this video on Facebook and Twitter if you agree. Don't forget to support this channel by clicking on the donation link down below and subscribing so you never miss any of our trending reports. What do you think about this report? Scroll down to comment below. Now if you are seeking the latest trends in fashion, and electronics and gifts and more at the best prices, please feel free to visit www.atthesmall.com. Once again, that is www.atthesmall.com.